Oh God. Oh, it wouldn't be a game of King's Quest without me falling off an object that we were climbing up and down. I was not expecting it to do that. Okay.
I wasn't expecting for the diagonal.
Well, I started moving to account for the shift in the ladder's angle change, but I wasn't expecting to move that quickly. Right. Sure, we go back.
Do we want to collect stuff this time, or do you want to go straight down there?
I always want to go straight down there, because at the moment I feel there's so many opportunities for things to steal stuff from us, or...
Yeah. I mean, we got quite lucky the last time, in the last game.
Yeah, I'd say generally we know where things are. I want this because I still want to try and
the chance of bumping into Red Riding Hood.
Because we didn't bump into her just then.
No.
I wonder
it's random chance, I think. Or you may have to wait around.
What is this? It appears that you've run into Little Red Riding Hood. We've read this. Okay.
So do you need to talk and then give, do you think?
Oh, are you kidding me?
Or you can still do the up, I think, command, or whatever it was.
Gratefully, Little Red Riding Hood accepts the basket of goodies that was literally just next to her in a mailbox. In return, she gives you her bouquet of flowers. Okay, so she's got a basket, we've got flowers. No obvious use for any flowers.
Well, if we're getting jewellery and a bouquet, do you think we're just getting presents? For our bride?
Surely this game isn't just grabbing loads of objects to woo the lady that we're trying to, I assume, rescue, since she was in a tower. So I've just decided that she's imprisoned. I mean, potentially, I can't think of an application for the flowers.
It's just I can't think of anything for the jewellery.
No, but
like a set of thematic jewellery.
Some of that stuff might just be points, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Seems a bit easy for points, though.
I think I might save. Oh god, do you think he's going to ask me to specify that location again? Huh?
I think it's C.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
So it's just straight.
Yeah. Don't make me feel worse. Whoa. You have stumbled onto the home of the thieving dwarf. Unfortunately for you, he is home. Whoa, he's running.
You don't have anything to steal, do you?
Okay, so he's just at home. I have a bouquet of flowers. Should we see what happens?
Yeah. I think he just wants treasure.
he has caught you and thrown you out. Instantly, you find yourself outside the treehouse. Alright. We still have our flowers. He's not interested in our flowers. Do you think that gives you an opportunity to retrieve stuff that he's stolen from you?
Well, there was a treasure chest behind him.
Yeah. Or he has a treasure, superfluous treasures that he has stolen already. And we need access to him. Where was that fairy?
The fairy was to the right and up to the right and down twice. Be much easier to go down.
How are you finding it so far?
It's very similar.
Yeah. I think that's fair. Oh no.
Yeah. Music. I'm not a big fan of, though I appreciate that they've progressed.
Much more than there was in the first game.
Yeah, and started putting more music in, but this is the room, by the way.
Oh. Oh, was it?
Oh, wait. Yeah, this is the run. This is the one. This is where we saw the fairy.
Find out whether it's...
have to wait around long enough.
Unless she's just a random spawn as well.
I think they're all random.
Oh, that's going to make life harder.
But you've got to just stay inside for a bit. So you've got to leave and then come back. And then I think you only have to wait for like 10 seconds or so.
Wizard Sorcerer took a while last time.
Yeah, they can take a little longer, but I think...
We really have to... That means we're going to have to try and stick to the edges of the... screens. Just across the board.
You're going to try and protect yourself with the fairy.
Well, I was just thinking maybe he wouldn't be able to do anything to us if we were protected. Do you remember when we went to the witch's cottage and she was just magically out?
Yeah.
Because we had the protection.
Oh, man.
So we can't rely on her appearing now.
No. I don't know what the chances are of these, or, like, I know it happens over time, like, I know it can just happen. Like, as we've seen.
That's really annoying. Should we look at the wolf?
Yeah?
Because she didn't get up. Wondering if you've got a time limit.
How did the wolf... The wolf ate something and then fell asleep, right? In the fairy tale.
All I remember is the woodcutter coming in and sorting him out.
Well, he cut open his belly and replaced them with rocks.
Yeah, so he must have been asleep. Oh, he's moving, he's off. Oof. He's pretty fast as well.
Oh, it's real grandma.
Oh. Okay. Grandma is very weak. Her voice wavers and she says, "Good day, kind sir." I would like to offer you a cup of tea, but as you can see, I am ailing. Oh, okay. Should we rifle around in our house?
Of course.
Hmm.
No, it's not a lot. Not a lot here.
No.
Sure, maybe.
Doesn't get art.
Okay, well, good.
The colourful rug appears to have been handmade. Right. Well, okay. I thought that was going to be a breakthrough.
Yeah, it's really had nothing in it.
Just that she's ailing, so perhaps we might find something to make her feel better.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere left that we haven't explored? I haven't been in that.
In this cave.
Have you?
Haven't taken any of these skulls.
Oh, yeah. Yuck! What a horrible thought. Why would you want to do such a terrible thing? What? Remove consecrated bones? Could we push her in that pot? The old hag is stronger than she looks. You shouldn't try it. Okay.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So, while she's in here and distracted, what about hit her with a mallet? Do we still have... No, we don't have the mallet. Okay. I'm going to hit her with a bouquet of flowers.
Why not?
Just seem...
I think it would work.
Do you think it would turn her kind? We could give her the flowers. She's all I wanted was to be appreciated. Okay. Or
stab her with a trident.
we spear her to death.
Jesus.
There are lots of alternative solutions to things, aren't there, in this game? Should we try and fork her?
Yeah, give it a go, I guess.
I'm sure she will appreciate it. Won't get as many points if it works, I guess, because killing is wrong.
Yeah, lethal doesn't tend to score as many points.
More fun though, right?
Is it use trident?
Well, she's just got so many skulls everywhere as well.
She captures people and eats them.
Everything except their skulls. And what's in that cage?
I can't work that out. Is it a rat?
It looks like a drumstick. Could be a rat. Could be like the tail of a rat. Could be a metronome for all we know.
It just goes... The problem is it blends in with the floor.
The trident is rusty and corroded. It looks somewhat like a pitchfork. Okay. Well, never mind. Pretty sure that could have been a solution to our hag problem. But no. Where did she come and get us?
1 square up. Though I wouldn't be surprised if she could also appear here.
Yeah. There you go. Speak of the devil. The old hag, Hagatha. Go away. Right. Do you think she'll be in her cave?
Yeah, I think she'll still be in her cave. So she appears 2 screens north of... Or in both screens north of her home. The dwarf does the same room as his home and a square above it. The evil enchantment is the left of the forest and the north of the forest.
Do you think they're zoned?
The antique shop.
Do you think they're zoned?
I think they're zoned, yeah. It would make sense that the hag's near the hag home.
Hag home. Yeah, I could believe that. Like, there's a chance of her appearing in these locations. But then what's the deal with the fairy?
A fairy will just be a random spawn. Same in the last game.
She wasn't random in the last game.
Yeah, random. 1 square.
Oh, as in might appear on that 1 square.
Yeah. Same as the elf, which we never saw.
Oh, did you look up then some of the stuff about King's Quest?
Well, I found out afterwards, didn't I?
I don't remember hearing about an elf, but I may have just forgotten.
The elf is what gives you the ring of invisibility.
Ah, okay. Which is an alternative way to...
get the treasure chest from the giant.
Are you telling me that you just pluck the treasure chest out of the giant's hands because you're invisible?
No, you put the ring of invisibility on and you stay in the same square as him and eventually he falls asleep.
Ah, he's bored.
And you take the treasure chest then, because he's bored. Yeah.
Fair.
Did you pick up the tent stake?
I did.
Okay. Did you go left of there? Because there's also the clam and the bracelet right next to that.
Oh, as in... Okay, let's go that way. I have to go down, though. I think I can cope.
We also know we have to get in one of these lakes.
Yep. There was a clue, wasn't there?
Yeah. Open clam.
You open the clamshell and discover that it is empty. There is nothing special about it. Still got it, though. Okay. Any ideas?
Not really.
Well, what do we know? There's a door that needs opening. Magical
There's a door plus a bridge that needs opening, but you need to get the key by going in some water.
Yeah, but we've no idea what water.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4 lakes. And there's the ocean.
Okay.
And that's not including the poison moat.
Yep, so there's this poisoned river.
It calls itself a lake.
Lake.
It's a moat.
Poison moat that has a castle in the middle that we obviously need to get to.
Yeah.
Potentially, I guess, some mountains that either are just acting as a barrier or can...
Well, we can loop around, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean to the right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it feels about the right size.
Yeah, so it might
they're
literally...
not going to loop to the left.
It might just have been a throwaway line.
Yeah. Because if they're not going to be looping left, you know?
Yeah.
And looping right, there
has to be a hard cut-off point. Yes.
It makes sense. They've kind of just gone. Here's a cliff.
Oh wow, we're back here again. Further. It feels weirdly more self-contained because of the... I don't know, I feel like I had less of a sense for the looping round in the last game, possibly because I just didn't know where we were at all times. And that in itself means there's only so many options here. We've got this guy.
Yeah, which you know there's something behind there, but we don't know how to get past him.
We have the fairy that could protect
solution? Because I think the fairy is a chance happening. I think there's going to be a way to get past everything in a more permanent fashion. You know, there's usually a way to do it. True. If you go right and then up from the... No, you've gone up, so if you go right from here... the mallet is there.
The mallet is to the right of here?
Yeah, by the pine trees.
And I think the other way is another part of the jewellery that we found.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a necklace.
So the mallet is in that hole. Can we mallet the witch? The hag? I don't know what's right or wrong anymore, like I'm losing all sense of perspective. Should there be a peaceful way to deal with that hag?
We don't know what we're doing with the monk?
Nope. So he wasn't communicative at all. I can't get into the antique shop unless we mallet the window open. All my solutions are very aggressive and destructive.
Yeah.
I'm lacking the creativity to figure out a more peaceful option. I liked your idea of turning the sign around, but that didn't seem to do anything.
There's also this thing that looks like it leads to a house that's up there. Or that's just the way the trees blend in. Who knows?
That's true. Okay, he's really not keen.
Don't want you climbing trees. Not this time. Didn't climb any trees last time, but
climbed one crappy beanstalk.
Yeah.
Do you think we need to drain this lake / moat?
Potentially, because that looks like a staircase.
I want to find this fairy godmother. I feel that she could be the answer. Or at least if we had her protection, we could try the dwarf or sorcerer. Is there anything else that we don't know? I mean, we've got a trident that we don't know what to do with.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on how... Is there an order in this game, do we think?
I don't know. All we've been tasked with is finding a bride. So, listen, we don't have 3 treasures or whatever to... Realistically, we're just being led towards the idea that we need to get into that castle in some way. I'm just assuming that's the sort of end place.
Well, we need to get I think we need to get through that magic door. I think that's the main first bit.
Oh yeah.
I think that's the first step.
The first step to getting our freedom. Should we try giving this monk something?
Maybe.
Would you like some flowers?
I think we should just maybe hang around the beach. Maybe there's like a random spawn there we haven't seen yet.
Do you want to try the beach?
Well, it's just like, if we're going to need to make a splash, I think the ocean is the most likely thing. The only reason I don't think it's the lakes is none of them have been particularly, like, telling. They've not been particularly significant lakes.
No, not really. Just the dirty, poisonous one.
Yeah, and I don't know, it feels like maybe we haven't seen anything spawn by the ocean yet, but I feel like it's definitely possible.
Not really keen on puzzles that depend on random spawning of characters so far.
Right? Yeah, I mean, I hope that's not it, in a way.
Waiting around.
But I do think it's going to be the ocean. I mean, that's the thing that makes sense to me, at least. Like, we've got 7 whole tiles of ocean.
This is where we started.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm not exactly sure which tile it would be on.
Let's walk the beach.
Though if I had to guess, it's probably going to be that one with the, the one with the rock that, like, overhangs from the beach.
Oh, why?
I don't know, it just looks like, I mean, I guess because it looks like a fishing point. Oh no, that's the one that's the screen that sort of screams out.
This one?
Not this one, no.
Oh, I had to go round, didn't I?
Oh, diagonal movement.
I'm like a snake.
There's the one underneath this one. Yeah, this one.
This?
Yeah, so
I thought that was about to happen because something just...
Yeah. Maybe it's just me, but that just feels like a really significant spot compared to...
What do you think we can walk on? That's one way to go in the water, but if I remember, this guy can't swim for that long. Okay. So you can't go on that for too long. The rocks are the usual sort of rocks. Nothing special. He's back to his old self. These are your regular rocks.
Okay, maybe it isn't here, but I do think it would be along the beach somewhere, though.
I mean, it says to make a splash. So, yeah, pool or sea, and I take your point about the waves.
I guess this one's fairly notable as well.
Yeah, but nothing's really happening. These rocks are normal as well. And then we've got the witch. Oh, let me just try malleting that witch. Or hag.
Hag mallet.
I just want to feel the rush of accomplishment that comes with killing an old lady.
Do you want to save before?
By standing behind her and hitting her with a hammer.
Because we just picked up a lot of items.
Yeah, that might make sense.
Well, we picked up everything but the brooch, I think.
Should I feel bad about this? Should I feel a bit bad? I mean, it's probably just going to tell me I can't do it anyway. This is our chance. Look, she's so unaware. The iron cauldron is bubbling with a nasty smelling brew. A hot fire burns underneath. She's just super tough.
But isn't Graham secretly super tough as well?
I meant to mention it, but did you see he looked?
Yeah, I saw it. His intro Graham was extremely buff.
Right, he was a henchman, right? He was a human triangle.
He does not seem it here.
He's not willing to take on the hag. Non-violent stake usage and hammer usage is might make sense, but I don't know where we'd apply that. Either.
Well, we've yet to meet a vampire, haven't we?
Still Grandma. Should we stake Grandma? No.
Jesus.
I'm running out of ideas here.
I think just stay like 15 seconds on each screen on the ocean tile and see what happens.
I mean, I think we kind of did. He's not a fast walker.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, it just feels like something should be spawning on that column, because everything's got a spawn. Every column has something that spawns.
What, literally on the hot verticals, you think?
Yeah, everywhere else, yeah.
But you're counting Red Riding Hood, because we've only seen her in this square.
Yeah, I am counting her, that second column. Actually, except for the last column as well, but I have a feeling that's because of the chasm. It's a bit lame because if it is something like this, then it's like really quite a tedious thing to...
Did you say tedious? Said King's Quest.
Good point.
It's not that bad. It's just in moments like these where you're kind of like I feel like there's no real clues as to what to do yet unless we miss something very obvious, like so relying on something to randomly pop up seems like, well, it's a grasping at straws play, right? I'm not saying it couldn't be right. I'm suspicious of that rock, to be honest. I half expect to see a mermaid on it.
Which one?
The one right on the left, which is like
maybe
shaped like a chaise long.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Like that to me stands up as like podium place for some sort of creature at some point, but whether that's a trigger or whether you would just expect to suddenly see it.
Well, like,
I mean, that couldn't just
way we had.
That couldn't just appear, surely. Like, I guess.
I think.
Well,
Red Riding Hood just appeared.
It's true, but she's walking.
You make a good point, though. Well, usually they take a little while to spawn anyway. So it's a difficult call.
It definitely takes a bit of time to walk from top to bottom of these screens. And I think if something spawns, we're going to see it walking literally across the entire, like, one of the axes. And we're just not.
I mean, a mermaid would make sense because we've got a trident.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's some sort of nautical stuff going on. I just don't really know what to do. Well, there's no clue. We looked at the trident, just said it was rusty, didn't it?
Yeah.
So we meant to think, well, that needs to be cleaned up. Could we put it in the dirty lake that kills things? Like, dip it in? Is there a way to dip it in without just throwing it away? What you mean is to hurl your trident straight into the lake.
It's difficult.
Or is there something else that will clean it? Because when I read that, I think, well, they must want you to make it good again.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah, no, I see that.
But we've not come across anything that could let us do that unless it is literally... Well, I guess there are a few potential. I mean, we could get rid of the hag. Maybe we could dip that in the cauldron because it was fiery and that was it. I mean, I've got nothing else. The dwarf might have something on him.
Yeah, he's got a chest.
Oh, that's what we got. Okay, small wrist. looked at the stake, and it's just an ordinary tent stake. Can't think of an application for that. Can't think of anything the monk would be interested in.
No, not really.
That we've got. I wonder if the focus should be trying to get into the antiques shop, or... So... No, she's here. Just by our house. I wonder if we'd walked into her cave, would she have been there? My
Maybe.
guess is yes, but...
I think she will be. Yeah, she would be as well.
And we haven't bumped into that dang fairy since since that one time. What screen would she appear on? What vertical? This
What
one.
vertical?
Yeah.
You'd be looking at
This one? Or is this the sorcerer?
where are you right now?
So this is the bridge.
Okay, left and then down twice.
I mean, there's nothing to say they spawn on an entire vertical. They could be just like a collection of one or two screens. I got caught on a bush. Oh. Go the long way.